Hi guys, in this video we will talk about water, food, and energy nexus. Before we talk more deeply about water, food, and energy nexus, let my friend Isla and Almira talk about water, food, and energy section.
Hello, I am Muhammad Islahul Muzaki from Universitas Gajah Mada. Here, I want to talk about current energy condition in Indonesia. Indonesia, as the one of the fastest developing countries in the world, is faced with the problem of energy supply. Energy consumption rise follow the increase of GDP as Indonesia is experiencing now. According to Indonesia Outlook Energy 2016, the final energy consumption during period 2000 until 2014 increased from 315 million BOE in 2000 into 208 million BOE in 2014, rose with an average of 0.18% per year. In 2014, energy consumption type as whole was dominated by oil fuel with 32%, followed by coal at 23%, and then gas and electricity by 13%. The rest are biofuel with 9%, then liquid petroleum gas and biomass by 5%. Meanwhile, the electricity consumption during the period 2000 until 2014 had an average growth of 6.8% per year. Electricity consumption rose due to the rising in income per capita and electrification ratio, so that the use of electrical appliances. Now, I want to talk about current issue of energy in Indonesia. Current issue of energy in Indonesia can be summarized into 4 problems. First, the depletion of fossil energy resource. Our oil production continues to decline, and the increase in oil fuel demands will lead to increasing import of crude oil and oil fuels. Second, the energy resource is still treated as commodity. While the production of energy resource is decreased, we instead export the energy which is supposed to be used for building the infrastructure, developing our agricultural system, support the economic growth, and so on. Third, limited access to energy, especially in remote and border areas. Because Indonesia is an archipelagic country, transportation access to remote areas is very difficult, thus making the distribution of energy source to be expensive and limited. Fourth, the new and renewable energy development is constrained on technology and funding side. Production of cost of renewable energy is still relatively expensive, thus not competitive and not affordable by community. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Almira Yuniarno Fitri. I'm a student in Universitas Gajah Mada. In this part, I will explain about the food point of view in a Nexus concept. If we want to talk about the condition of Indonesia, we will talk about food security system. Food security system consists of 3 parts. First, the availability system. Second, the consumption system. And the third, the distribution system. The availability system is the amount of food in a country, and the consumption system is the content of the quality of food in a country, and the last distribution system, a country ability to acquire amount of food. And Indonesia have 3 biggest problem of food. The problems are first, malnutrition, second, poverty, and the third, the accessibility. For example, in Indonesia, the distribution of food is underdeveloped. So, because of that, there are some provinces are lagging behind and have high poverty rates, such as Papua. And next, I will discuss about the application of Nexus concept in a food section. Food needs water for agriculture, especially for irrigation. On the other way, as a human, we need food for our daily activity, and we have a task to preserve the sustainability of water. So this is the usement of food. And the next, I will discuss about the connection between food and energy. Food needs energy for the production, and food used to be a material of biomass for renewable energy. So this is the last part of our discussion about food point of view in the Nexus concept. Next, I will discuss about water section. Okay, the next part. This is the water section of water point of view in the Nexus concept. First, we will talk about the application of Nexus concept in water section. Before, in the food section, I have explained about the usement and the necessary of food and water. And next, I will explain about the connection between energy and water. And for energy, water used for processing in the making of energy, such as PLTA, biofuel, and biomass. And for the feedback, energy is used to processing the waste from industry. And in condition of Indonesia, in every year, the needs of water is decreasing due to the destruction of nature and the pollution. The amount of the source are limited, but the amount of people keep increasing. I have a graphic in here. In the graphic, we can see that in the Java and Bali, there is a big gap between the necessary and availability of water. In the other hand, in Papua, there is an abundant source, but the necessary is lacking. So, I will talk about challenge and problems in Indonesia. So what is the challenge and problems? The problems are first part is demography, second food, climate change, and industrial waste. We know that if the population keep increase, the deficit of water will be higher. This is the first biggest problem. So what we'll do to prevent the deficit of this condition? We know that the government has more important role to make a strong institutional and regulatory, and we have to make a great coordination to make a better condition. So this is all of my discussion about food and water section. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Iksan. I am from Department Nuclear and Physics Engineering of Universitas Gadjah Mada. After two previous speakers talk about water, food, and energy crisis in Indonesia, now I want to little bit explain about Nexus. Water, food, and energy, all important to our life, all interconnected. For example, water. We need water to make crop grows and to produce our energy, like to coal power plant and to grow biofuel. Energy. We also need energy to treat our water and to transport our food from field to table. And food, obviously, food is important to us, the human, to do our activity. In short, the world is hungry for food. Food is hungry for energy, and energy production is a thirsty world. And these three essential resources are already under stress, and in the future, they will be pushed to their limit. Why? Because in 2050, there will be 9 billion people on Earth, and it means more energy and water. What's challenging us is the Earth condition with climate change and the scarcity of the resource. We need to achieve more with less. Water, energy, and food. The connection just keep growing, and understanding the interconnection is the essence of Nexus thinking, that it can be derived to the Nexus action like designing smart and sustainable policy, designing smart industry like in the Madukismo, or just a little action like preserve water, saving food, or just turn off the light.
We are from Group 3. Thank you for watching.